Hi, I'm Wendie Pett, fitness and wellness expert. Did you know it really doesn't take a lot to get into the armed forces as far as the initial strength test is concerned to get into boot camp? Now, many of you may not be wanting to get into the armed forces, but it's important that we know how to do the strength test, okay? There's many people that cannot even do a pull-up, and that is required for people to get to the military. Well, at least it is for men. But for women, it's actually a 12 to 15 second flexed arm hang. They'll need to do 35 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and they'll need to run 1 mile in 10.5 minutes. For men, it's 2 to 3 pull-ups, 35 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and then 1.5 miles in 13.5 minutes. But that's to get into boot camp. So it really isn't a hard test, okay? But there's a lot of people that can't do this. And I really think it's important for us to work our way up to being able to accomplish that initial strength test. Just to know that we're functionally and physically fit, okay? We want to be visibly fit, right? And if people are serving our country, getting into military boot camps with just that strength test, then I want you to be able to do that as well. First of all, I have a huge heart for everyone that serves our country, and it's in the armed forces. My father was a Marine, and my mother was in the Army and Air Force exchange for, gosh, she worked with them for 38 years. So I just have a huge heart for all those that are serving our country, and I know they work really, really hard, so I'm not knocking this initial strength test, but I want every civilian to be able to do this strength test. So we're going to go over pull-ups right here. I have a pull-up bar behind me. Now you may not have a pull-up bar, but you can go to the park and use the monkey bars, or sometimes they have the little pull-up bars there that you can utilize. And again, you may not be able to do a pull-up in the beginning, but that's okay. Use a chair or a stool to assist you underneath in the beginning. You know, start out with using 2 feet underneath you, then start out using 1 foot, and eventually you'll be able to kick that chair out from underneath you altogether. But I want you to just practice. You know, my son told me, I used to always think that practice makes perfect, but he said, no, Mom, practice makes permanent. And that is so true. Practice makes permanent. So the more you do it, the more you're going to gain that strength, and the more it's going to become a part of your life. So I'm just going to do initial couple pull-ups here. Again, you'll start right here. You're going to want to clear the bar like so. Good. So you can see they're not easy. I shake. They're tough. But the idea is that we can do them if we practice. I couldn't do those a while back, but you know, years of practicing, I'm able to do those. But that is what it takes for a guy to get into the military, into the boot camp, is 3 of those pull-ups. Now for a gal, you're going to do a 12-second flex arm hang, which is an isometric. Now you're going to see my arm shaking pretty hard here because it's an isometric, and it's hard. It's not easy. What you'll do is you'll get right here, you'll flex the elbows, and you'll hold. Alright, I think that was around 12 seconds. I'm not quite sure. I was trying to count. But that gives you an idea. You can see my arms are shaking, but that is such a good workout. You are physically working hard, keeping your arms in the isometric. So I want you gals to go out and, again, find a bar. They're not expensive. Put these up in your door jamb. Start working, training on it. A lot of women are very, very weak in their upper bodies, and it's important that we have the strength to carry babies, to carry in groceries, just for everyday functional fitness. So you too can be visibly fit by learning and practicing, because practice makes permanent.